Hey guys, welcome back to Casual Coffee. This is our second official one, so I'm Luke.
I'm Bryce.
That's Luke. That's Jaren.
I looked right at Luke and said that.
I'm Jaren, apparently. Yeah.
So I'm Jaren, yeah. Oh, wow.
Sorry, what's your name?
And I'm the one who had.
I feel like we
who's
should
had it.
Never mind. Let's go. Oh, God.
Wow.
So
that's
this-
Jaren.
I'm
It's been one of those
Jaren,
weeks.
yeah.
It
That's
has been one of those weeks.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
So.
I'm Bryce. Oh, I got my name right.
Oh, no, damn, the pressure's on. I am.
It's the longest fucking intro.
I am Brain. I mean Brian.
Yeah,
I am. Actually, you know they spelled my name wrong on my business cards.
I heard. And I am Luke.
3 times.
I looked
would have
right
been great
at
if
you.
you would have said I'm Jaren.
I'm Jaren. Damn it! I knew I got this wrong.
These new viewers are gonna be like, what's happening?
Who's
Okay, so
So welcome back to Casual
Yeah,
Coffee,
welcome
where we
back.
can spell our names, thankfully.
where we can say our names.
Yes, man.
So, only one topic again today, but I guess we'll start with that. So, Nick Wooster on Facebook wants us to talk about what titles we would have liked to see for this next generation launch, what titles we're getting, what titles we're waiting on, and which ones we think are worth getting. So, I guess let's dive in. You're actually the one that's only one with the next gen console right now. So.
Yes. Well, so far, I mean, I have Battlefield 4 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag currently for my PS4. Battlefield 4, I would recommend if you don't have a powerful PC to play Battlefield on, because the lack of having really open 64-player maps and only, like, I know they do have the capability to have 64 players, but nobody's doing it. So it's all like 32 players on the servers right now.
Computers, really?
No, on the PS4.
On PS4.
Oh.
Whereas on the PC, you have almost all your maps are 64 players. So, but if you don't have a powerful enough PC, Battlefield is still, in my opinion, much better shooter than Call of Duty. I just really enjoy the co-op mode.
Well, Battlefield's always had that team aspect versus the,
Exactly. Instead of just the straight, I'm a lone
One-man
infantry. Yeah.
lone wolf,
I'm the one man
Texas
army
Ranger.
that blows up millions and millions and millions
Insert
of
Chuck
dollars.
Norris joke
Yeah.
Or Rambo.
or Rambo. Yeah.
Either one works.
Really, anybody from Expendables.
Oh god. They're making a third one. Did you hear
Are you
about
kidding?
that?
The second
I
one was so bad.
expected
Yeah, I know.
I expected it. I watched the second one out of pure like, oh man, let's sit back and see how this goes.
I watched it and went.
I laughed at all the cameos. That's really all I watched.
Well, that's all that movie was.
The
was
Arnold
a cameo.
Schwarzenegger one was
Like,
just so weird and short. It was just like,
my favorite was
And he's
when
old now.
him and Bruce Willis switched lines, and Arnold Schwarzenegger could barely say "yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker."
Oh yeah.
Like he was like "yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker." And
But
then
we love Arnold. He's a national
I
treasure.
love Arnold too, and don't come after me. I love
Or an
The Governor.
international treasure.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, I like the Battlefield experience over the Call of Duty. And Assassin's Creed Black Flag, I was playing it actually earlier in the living room for everybody.
It's still on
It's
the
still
screen.
running.
That's actually, we should probably.
The
It's fine.
graphic potential I think they pulled out of that engine for the next gen console is fantastic. Like, I've never seen water that looks like real water in a video game, and this
Well,
is
And their Anvil engine that they're using for this new one, that was their big thing. They said the water was probably one of the biggest things you'll see, and the smoke from the gun that you shot.
yeah,
that's
the
not
pistols.
in the
There's a
360.
huge puff of smoke when you fire off any
Yeah.
kind of musket
Like
or
it's very,
pistol or
it's
flintlock.
very
That's
just
cool.
whatever
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
360 on that.
And also, I mean, like, really, I can tell when I'm running around the environments. I mean, I can see the threads on his clothing. Like, it's...
Yeah, you can't see that on the.
And no loading screens. Like, I know it's like that on...
really?
Wow.
360 still? Is that right? Like, I heard
Yeah,
that
there
there's a
are-
lot less loading screens
There's a
as
lot
far as
less.
the open
There's
world.
the very big islands have loading screens that you go into. Like you'll go into them and you'll dock, and there won't really be one. But when you leave, there'll be a loading screen. So.
And see,
But the
on...
land to sea to land, all that aspect
Yeah.
is out.
Yeah, the only loading screens I've seen on the PS4 are just between missions, loading up one mission and ending another mission.
Yeah.
So which I think is fantastic. I mean, just getting that real open world feel instead of like, oh, I have to zone. So
I think that's the biggest push on next gen. That's what games like Watch Dogs, which I would have loved to have been a launch title.
Yes.
Ubisoft, thank you for that. That's the one I wanted to see.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I would have hands down, I would have found $500 and gotten a next gen console for
Oh, yeah.
that game.
You know, I'm broke.
I am broke as hell, but
He would have
When-
sold his body.
one thing I
You
can
would've
tell
done
you is when I want something, I'll find a way to find the money. So
Yeah.
even if I have to go back to school and go into debt.
The big one for me, Final Fantasy VII. If they
But
would've-
that's not even.
I know, but if they would have announced it, like, this is what we want, right?
But they've already said they're not. Final Fantasy VII's not even going to be considered until Final Fantasy 15 launches and Kingdom Hearts 3 is done.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't going to be done until after Kingdom Hearts
2.5.
2.5? Is it 2.5?
Yep.
2.5 HD and Final
15.
Fantasy 15 is
Yeah.
done. Because half of the Kingdom
So we're
Hearts
not going
game
to
is
see
on
it for
15.
another 6 years, probably.
Oh no.
Next
No,
gen.
it'll be-
Next gen. Not even next gen.
It won't
Keep your
happen
hopes
for a
up,
long time. So
but-
that's why when you were expecting it to be announced, I was like,
Well,
you've got
I
a long
was
shot
hoping,
there.
like, that was the thing. I hoped and I want, but
Very long shot
it's
on
a
that one.
very long
Yeah.
shot.
I'm excited to see how Destiny's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
That's
See,
the
I would have
sick.
loved
Is that getting launched
Destiny
today?
for me is the one
Is that you
that.
watched tonight?
No.
No,
That's
No, it's
later.
It's still in
closer.
beta.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Destiny for me is definitely the one I really wanted to see as
If
a
you-
launch title.
Right. That
Even
would've
though
been
we
epic.
knew it wasn't going to be one
Yeah.
previously, as compared to Watch Dogs, which was supposed to be
Well,
one,
and
but
this
it
is-
wasn't. So
This is Bungie's new big project.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
everybody wants to see this. It's got a lot of hype
Yeah.
behind it. And
Well, I mean, Bungie is such a phenomenal
343 is doing whatever Halo.
Yeah, they-
thing. I don't even. Is it a TV series? I don't know. what
Well, they
they're
already
doing.
did a TV series.
yeah, they did Forward
Unto
Unto Dawn.
No, they announced some sort of like TV series with the head lady of, or the new head lady of 343 Industries or whatever.
Interesting.
Huh.
That was at the
Yeah.
Xbox conference.
Oh, yeah,
Am I the only one that caught that?
Yeah.
I
No,
did watch. the
It was
Xbox
very
conference.
underwhelming because she came out, announced it, and then left. There wasn't any
Mhm.
visual clip or anything that they showed to
Hmm.
be like well, they did
They
sort
showed
of
that,
announce
that new
the
Halo.
new Halo that I don't know what's going on. I thought it was for some completely
Yeah.
different game.
Yeah, what are you guys
'Cause he's
looking
in the
forward to
desert.
most though with Destiny? Like, Bryce, I know you probably have an opinion
Just
or
to
two
see
on
how
this.
it looks.
Yeah.
Like
I
I'm
wanna-
excited to just see all the detail. As far as I can see from the detail on AC4, it looks amazing so far. So I can only imagine what
Yeah.
Destiny's gonna look like.
I kind of want to see like the aspect of all of us being able to just be like, oh, there's Luke, click, click, whoop, and we can start playing with you.
Well, and
'cause
the
it is
fact that it's
cross-console.
multi-world, I
Yeah.
mean, you're going from planet to planet.
Yeah.
I want to see how massive this universe really is, especially with all the non-loading screens that they've got going on in all the
Yeah.
next-gen games. Because they even have a driving game, which actually I want to try.
Which
Yeah.
one?
That
Forza?
goes.
Isn't the new Forza?
Yeah,
No,
Forza-
this one is
Forza
completely
Horizon?
different. It's a multiplayer driving
Oh,
game.
Drive Club. Something
I
Drive
don't think
Club.
that's it either.
That's the PlayStation one.
The Drive Club one is the one that they're like, you can see the threads in the seat, and they're like,
Yeah, it's car porn.
yeah,
I mean,
they're basically
yeah.
orgasming over the interior of the car. No, this one is multiplayer. You do the same thing. You can drop in as teams, but you can go completely all over the U.S. No loading screens. It's all open world. You
That's
can pick up missions, or you can just drive around. You can fully
So-
customize.
That's a bold project
Everything
for a
in that
driving
car.
game. That
Yeah,
would be
no.
cool though.
I'm pretty curious to see it because it's not
Would it
not the
really-
general
would it
like
take
Gran
4 hours,
Turismo,
though?
Forza.
Like the drive from Junction to Denver, would it legitimately take 4 hours?
I actually don't know,
That
to be
would
honest.
Because then, if you have
Amazing.
buddies who are all in California, you're like, well,
I disagree.
Well, no, you can teleport. They do have fast travel type stuff.
I
They did
disagree
talk
that it
about
would be amazing because then it's
But-
like, oh, I just drove to Denver on a video game. Why didn't we just like pack up
do
and
that
go to Denver
and
this
actually-
weekend? Like,
actually experience Denver.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, yeah. But it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be like mapping all of you.
I like that
That-
idea,
that's,
though, that-
that's pretty awesome.
It'd be cool because like New York, if I could just like port there and just drive around New York. I mean,
yeah,
that's
like
It's
you
just-
you can't
fuck
drive
shit
in
up
New
all
York,
over the
you should
place.
know
It's
this.
just
You're
they're
not
just gonna
driving
do
well,
in New
you
York.
can in this game.
You drive, you sit at a light, you wait, you move a few feet, and then you wait some more. That's driving in New York. If it's realistic,
Total immersion.
if it's realistic,
Total.
it takes 4 hours to get 3
I-
blocks.
I don't
The
think
race
it's
is
going
like
for
everybody's just like
realism,
kind of
though.
just staring at each other and bumper to bumper traffic, like. Get you!
I think it's more the open world. I don't think they're going for realism.
Yeah, see, I
If you want realism, go into like Watch Dogs. or
Yeah.
something.
But the thing I was gonna say about Destiny is that whole drop in, drop out multiplayer thing for me. I mean, like, seeing a co-op system like that's not like, oh, you have to party up and wait in your fucking matchmaking system and yada 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 and wait for your buddies, and then it's just like, oh, somebody's on playing Destiny, boop, I'm in.
Well,
like,
and
What the bro?
a lot of the next gen
I
games
do
are
like
doing
that.
that.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs, I mean, you don't have to be online and play multiplayer. If you are, you don't even have to participate.
yeah.
You can just let the guy hack you and win if you want. But they limit it because you can have like what a total 9 people in your city, and if you run into them, you can do something if
Yeah.
you want. Or...
And Battlefield 4 was supposed to have a system like that on the PS4. It's a little buggy right now because, you know, I've been trying to log in with a couple of people and play, but sometimes they'll throw me in a different squad, which is understandable because, like, the squad would probably be filled up with my friend, but that's still kind of annoying when you're trying to, like, play with your friend and then it's like, oh, I'm not even in the same squad. So hopefully
Yeah.
they can find some sort of fix and, like, throw both of you or 3 of you into one squad and just screw the other guy. He wasn't a team player anyways, you know?
He was
Goddamn asshole.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot on the multiplayer stuff like that. I think it is kind of cool on the Xbox how you're supposed to be able to like watch a video while you're waiting for a multiplayer match to load. But hopefully they're getting away from the whole waiting for things to load. So
I heard a very good comparison for the consoles, and I don't know if you guys watch Boogie2988, his videos. Sorry if I'm ripping off your idea. I just really appreciate your
I do
opinion.
watch.
So if you do see this, we love you, huge fans. He was saying that the PlayStation 3 is built for gamers by gamers.
3?
They're PlayStation 4. Sorry.
On his which should you choose video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that too.
He was saying, you know, it's for gamers by gamers. If you are getting a console to game, and you know that's your main use for it. You're not spending half your time watching Netflix. You're using it to game. You get the PS4. Where the 360, Xbox One.
we're still stuck in the past.
Give us a year, we'll catch up.
It's more of a living room enhancing device that can play next gen games. So, you know, you can
Right.
if you want something that you can talk to, watch Netflix while you're loading up something, you know, totally have an interactive experience with your living room, the Xbox One is for you.
Sweet. I like that because
Yeah,
that's what I like.
Thank you again, Boogie. That was a great point.
I'm calling
I'm
my
a huge
Jarvis.
multitasker, but yeah, when I get a console, it's mainly for gaming. Like I
Yeah.
don't even watch Netflix on my
Really?
Xbox.
You don't?
Oh, that's
anymore.
like the primary use for my 360 right now.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
what I use my
Like-
Wii U for mostly.
Boom.
And
Good
Monster
job,
Hunter.
Wii U.
And Monster Hunter. That's
But,
the only two
like,
things that's not
seriously,
going
I don't
for it.
watch a lot of Well, one, I don't even have a Netflix account anymore. But
Yeah.
I agree with his opinion though, because like I have a feeling tonight we're actually filming the midnight release of the Xbox One as
Like
we
we
get
did,
the PS4.
Mhm.
I have a feeling we're gonna see a difference between the fans.
Oh yeah.
Totally different because
Yeah.
the last week when we went there, I could tell with each person they were
Each
like
dude
all,
had like 30 games pre-ordered and ready. Like, just I have all the launch titles plus these 40. You know, like
Yeah.
waiting for
They
it.
were all true gamers. I
Yeah.
could tell with everything, but I have a feeling like Xbox is more of the like, bro, Xbox. That's how I.
I'm getting some pizza with mine
Yeah.
tonight.
Just the
I'm
majority
gonna cook
of
it
Xbox,
on top
like,
of it because I feel like these things are gonna get really hot. So
Yeah.
Yeah, they've actually had a couple of brick PS4s. So, but then again, they're gonna have a couple of brick Xboxes too. I'm sure
It's just
it's
with
launch. It's
anything it
Gen 1
happens.
launch consoles. you
Yeah.
know,
I've already
like-
returned like 2 controllers.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
me
it was
personally.
the, it was the
I'm gonna wait
USB
for
2
it.
port that.
I'm glad I'm waiting until later December
Yeah.
to pick it up because, you know.
Thankfully, mine's been
good luck
fine.
getting it into December.
Mine has been fine. But yeah, there were a couple of things where like you know they could download and play digital games just fine, and then they tried to load up a Blu-ray and it was just like nope, and like it wouldn't take.
My first
Yeah.
PS3 was brick.
Yeah.
It got that yellow light of death or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
I was just like, seriously,
Oh, they just
I've had
rub
this for
death
2
on the
days.
end.
Yeah, I know.
Red ring of death,
yellow,
yellow light of
blinking
death,
light of
Blue
death.
screen of
blue
death.
screen of death,
Pinwheel of Death.
pinwheel of death.
Yeah.
Everything has its death thing, I guess.
Which
Squirrels
really
of
is
death.
not death.
Squirrels of Death.
What? The pinwheel?
Oh,
What are you talking about?
A lot of things. The only really thing that was death was
Epiphany.
like,
La Biblioteca de la Mortis. It sounds really ominous.
The red ring was kind of a death thing, but that
well, people could fix
most
it
of those
generally
were.
generally.
if they wrapped a
overheating,
towel over
so-
the freaking
It was
thing.
mostly
Well, that is a dumb idea because now you're just
Why
melting.
would you do that?
you're basically re-overheating the hardware until it just won't fail anymore, and it just like okay,
Might
I'll
as well
work.
wrap it in shrink wrap. Like,
I'll work because I'm failing. So actually better way is to take it apart and put nickels as heat sinks on there because they don't overheat.
Really?
pro tip of the
Pro
day.
tip of the day.
Pro tip of the day.
Or you
Did
can
you
just
actually
buy.
do that with the last one that we had? The
That one
Xbox?
you gave me?
Yeah.
It's an Air 74, which is an overheating air. So I'm just gonna buy some nickels, some compound, and put those on
Are
there.
you gonna do nickels like this way, or are you gonna land that like that way?
You just need one nickel.
You do it like 2 or 3 and make it
Well,
more
then-
expensive.
Then you couldn't close it back in the case because it weighed huge.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Going back to next gen, or I guess this gen now, technically.
Yeah, we're in this gen.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be next gen for the next 2 years.
Right now, these next gen consoles, and then it'll finally be like, oh, consoles.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go back to next gen when Wii is like the Wii W.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I bet that.
It
No.
comes with 2 tablets, a dual screen tablet.
That's a DS tablet control. I'd
There
play
you go,
that.
Nintendo.
Don't
We have
take
pat-
that
Nintendo, we have
idea.
patented that. That is copyright by Cold Coffee Productions LLC.
No, it's not. Just don't take that
If you
idea.
do, well,
Actually work on titles.
Don't listen to him.
just
Don't make a new console.
Yeah, and I like I said, I still love my Wii U because I use it as I feel like it's a less powerful Xbox One. It enhances my entertainment experience. I can like switch easily between like Hulu, Netflix. I can like watch stuff on the TV while I'm playing a game on my tablet.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's just not that powerful and it's a very niche market. Like I said, the last like 100 podcasts.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're
Well,
looking for a cheap family console, get a Wii U. It's great. I like it.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think once they eventually get like blockbuster titles, I guess is what.
Yeah.
They'll actually start to sell more, and the same thing happened with the DS, the 3DS, the Wii.
It's been Nintendo's marketing
That's-
plan for
They
since, like,
sell
the Game
they
Boy.
sell to families first, and then they sell to their gamers when they launch those
Mhm.
games because they're coming out with A Link Between Two Worlds, which is a remake of A Link to the Past. I'm
Yeah.
for sure getting that
Yeah.
title.
Yeah,
That's-
I've heard it's fantastic too. A lot of the reviewers who have gotten early copies, they can't say much because I don't know if the embargo's lifted, but they say it's like an HD nostalgia trip to
Well,
because
yeah,
it takes
dude.
place in the same exact world.
I remember.
Like it's not like a different, the world's flooded. It's different. It's the same area.
I remember
So-
playing that back on the Game Boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
my Game Boy Pocket. I
Yeah.
remember playing that on
Ooh,
that. So.
yeah, the Game Boy Pocket.
Mhm.
That didn't last very long.
No, but I had one.
Pocket didn't do very well. The
Because it was
I liked
black
it
and
'cause
white
it could-
still.
Fit in your pocket.
Yeah, that.
Nowadays, like my 3DS XL, that's not going in my pocket. Sorry.
I can fit it in my pocket.
I'll carry
It's
a
just-
man bag for that. That's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
huge. So
Are there any other next gen topics you guys want to discuss? Like, as far as because you guys are more in sync with the Xbox One. Than am.
I wanna see. I tried to get them to let me open an Xbox One controller so that I could touch it and feel it,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
because we have the controllers. We've had the controllers for like 2 weeks now.
I felt one. It was broken, but I felt it.
How'd you get a broken Xbox One controller?
That's what I said. Somebody returned it.
They returned a
Because they were charging up their controllers. It was actually Neil's roommate.
Oh,
And he.
Wait, Sterling or Eric?
Eric.
Okay.
And Eric,
Sorry.
he came in and I was like, "You waiting for Neil?" He's like, "No, I'm returning this." And yeah, he said he was charging all of them, and then the one just wasn't charging.
I
so,
wish I was there.
but I felt it.
I want to know
how
like,
did
I
it
wanna
feel
see
in
that.
comparison? Because you felt the PS4 controller last week. Like,
Right. Similar, just it's like comparing. It's just like comparing the PS3 to the Xbox 360.
Right.
It's like they're both newer, better controllers, but they still have like the same differences. One's a little bit bulkier, weight about the
I
same,
guess
I believe.
I guess the
but-
biggest difference I want to see is how much of an improvement is the 360 or the Xbox One controller over the 360.
yeah.
Because I've been using my Razer Sabertooth, and hands down that thing crushes the 360 controller.
Oh, I get.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. Once I
Yeah.
play with my buddies, controller. That was amazing.
Yeah, so I want to
I've so
see
much
if I would actually use that over that, or if
Yeah.
I would end up still waiting for a third-party controller.
You would wait
because
for a third party.
the PlayStation 4 controller, I actually don't hate it. I actually
Yeah,
no,
like
it's
it.
not bad.
And also,
It feels nice,
I
so.
messed with it 2 nights ago. I can plug it straight into my PC with the USB 3, and it works on almost all
No preloaded
pad.
drivers and
Yeah,
stuff?
pad.
See, I hated that. You always had to download, like, you could do it, you just had to get some weird third-party software
Yeah.
to do it
Yeah.
on the older stuff, so.
Yeah, that's and that's another thing. Like the PS4 control, just in general, I've always felt that it's a bit more of an open box than Xbox has been.
It's more open to other
Other
things
other-
rather
Yeah,
than
because
the
I
Xbox
mean,
is,
on a
like,
PS3,
closed
you
to the
could
world.
plug a printer into it and it would work sometimes. Like
Wait,
depending
what?
on the printer,
Really?
yeah. Like it was amazing. So
But I'm curious to see, I haven't looked into the modding world lately, but I want to know how people are going to go about modding this, because I know first gen is always the first one to openly get modded, so I'm
No, I'm interested to see the difference.
and I'm also like you said, the community is going to be pretty fun. Tonight, just seeing the differences between
The people.
yes,
Yeah, that's gonna be well. And,
That's always
and we
like
might
the
be
last
changing
video.
locations too. We might be over at Best Buy, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Or
either
might
way,
be
the
back
crowd's
at
really not
GameStop.
going to change.
No, the crowd's
where
gonna be the
you're
same.
I have no idea
Yeah.
whether they're going to be waiting inside or outside, so we might want to stick with GameStop.
Okay.
we're playing it
But-
by ear, but either way, we'll be filming the Xbox One midnight launch. So
Yep.
Yep.
We're pretty much. I think we're pretty much out of.
should we
things to
just
talk
wrap
about. I
up
think we
with
should just
what
wrap
we
up
played,
what
our
we've been
advice, and go
playing.
on from there?
Advice of the week, which we forgot last week. We're very sorry about that. We know you all hang on so strongly to
Yes.
the advice.
They only watch it for. They
Only for the
podcasts for
advice.
that.
I mean,
I
they
literally
have
sat
to, they have
there
to sit
for
through the whole thing,
29 minutes
Yeah.
just to hear you.
waiting for the advice. But
I love you guys.
Well, we'll probably finish with you.
Yeah, so I'll
Um,
do the advice afterwards.
I'm actually probably done with Final Fantasy XIV because it decided to glitch out on me 3 times, and pretty much played AC4 a little bit, and that's it. I'm still working on that wonderful website that we're trying to rebuild.
We got business cards. Well, for now, they're made-
Sort of. They're
business cards.
they're temporary.
They're
for
temp
tonight.
cards.
But
Yeah.
they are nice. I mean,
They're
they're
not bad for
They're not bad.
for
being
stock
thrown together.
yeah.
For my amazing design skills,
It gets the message
it
across.
pulls it
Yeah.
Yes.
so.
This is us.
rather than
Check it
telling
out.
somebody, "Hey, check out Cold Coffee Geeks," and then they get home and they're like, "I can't."
I put
remember
Twitter
the
on top for a reason, because you guys should go there and actually make a Twitter account.
I know a lot of people have Twitter, so they can. What did you just?
You just
dang it.
And we're just
know.
going
So what
off
have you been
camera.
playing this week, Bryce?
Sorry, that was my fault. Totally my fault. I've just been playing Call of Duty Ghosts and Minecraft. Built some 2 watchtowers in our city.
Ooh,
Nice.
I'll show you
Are you doing
pictures.
like a full city?
Oh yeah, full
Nice.
Make a custom.
I honestly, I've touched Pokemon for 15 minutes.
Oh, I gotta get you a Bulbasaur.
I need a Bulbasaur.
Totally forgot. Do you have
I have a
Ditto?
Bulbasaur.
Do you have a
And
Ditto?
Ditto. Yeah, I have both.
I
I
need to
want a
find a
Ditto.
Ditto. Where the fuck do you find the
Wonder
Ditto?
Trade. That's how I got mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So-
But yeah, I that's honestly all I've had time for this week. It's been a week from hell for me. But yeah, a little bit of Pokemon. I got an Umbreon,
Yes.
and I'm happy.
There we go.
All right. Let's see. I've of course been playing my PS4, but I've also been doing a little bit of PC gaming. I've done Battlefield 4 on both on PC and the PS4. I did some super amazing wagon adventure, which I will have a video of very shortly. It is. I can't really explain it. It's another one like the Stanley Parable, where it's like this like crazy retro arcade. Well, not like the Stanley Parable, but it's not even 8-bit. It's like pre-8-bit graphics, but the story is it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna do.
Trail? Or?
It's a spoof on Oregon Trail.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I
Super
figured
Amazing
with the
Wagon
name.
Adventure. It's on Steam
I
for
have-
like $4.
I have a
Pick
game
it
that
up.
we need to try. Cthulhu Saves the World. No, legitimately.
Next
it's a game,
week
it's a
we'll
game
be
on
playing-
Steam. Yeah, we'll
Oh
be
my
playing
God,
that
that
one. I
sounds
need to
amazing.
buy it, but it's on Steam. It looks amazing.
Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Evo Gun, which is one of the free games that came out, Warframe, which is another PSN, and I've been playing Contrast, which I'd like to talk about this game for a minute because it's a very unique indie game that has a couple of concepts in there that are a little uncomfortable to play, but the storyline's amazing. It's just really sad. So if you if you have a PS4, you get it for free. Download it, check it out. It's pretty amazing. I mean, the mechanics are something I haven't seen before. Where the person you're playing can actually go from 3D to where if there's light shining on a wall, you can turn into a shadow and use the shadows as a platformer to get up to objectives, which is pretty neat. Like, that's a cool concept.
That is pretty cool.
But
Yeah,
just
you
remember,
need to
there's you're gonna be sad, like a lot, and it's kind of a bummer.
Unless
But
you're heartless.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
for my advice of the week, will be if there's a cat in a tree, don't save it because these days you'll get arrested.
That's
Yeah.
a good point. You'll get arrested for anything.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
If you're not the fire department, you're screwed. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously.
Those damn hippies.
I
But
got deep.
that's about it for us, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you do like us. And don't forget you can
Okay,
always
I'll-
submit topics at #CCG Talk or Talks, either one. And
We'll answer your
Yeah.
questions anytime we're
Yeah.
here. And
Get ready for
questions,
the
whether they're personal, nerdy, or whatever you want. So we'll talk about it. So,
personal ones we love.
Yeah.
if you have
That
any
guy.
opinions on Next Gen, please feel free to leave it on our Facebook
Yeah,
or our
comment
Twitter.
down
I mean,
below,
we would
let
love
us-
to hear from you guys, hear what you
Yeah.
have to say. So,
leave some comments for us.
Yeah.
But that's about it, and we're out.
Yep.
bye
Thanks,
guys.
So yeah.